Hello, I am TC, your girlfriend, not girlfriend, aka the most honest F buddy you've never had. Today's topic: how to not fall completely in love with your FWB. I have all the advice on this. First things first, remember why you chose to get into a friends with benefits situation in the first place. For me, I knew that I was not ready to bring someone along the journey that I had ahead. I knew that I wanted to pursue filmmaking and it's going to take me being pretty selfish. I would have to be going to auditions. I would have to be and I don't just want to be an actor. I want to be like a filmmaker. So I'm making films. I'm staying up late. I'm meeting with other people to make films. It's just going to take a lot of my time. It's going to take a lot of my energy. It's going to take a lot of my effort. And I did not want to bring another person along that journey because I didn't want them to feel slighted because I'm not able to pay them the same amount of attention that they may be able to pay me because they're in their good job and their consistent career and all these other kind of things. So in knowing that, every time I went into a friends with benefits situation, I knew that that was the reason. That's the reason why this cannot be anything more than this. And I communicated that to that person. But in remembering that, I was able to, let's say, keep my emotions in check. But I was just honest with myself going in, and I remembered the reasons why I wanted what I wanted and nothing more. Second thing I would say is pay attention to your friends with benefits. Are they saying, I love you? Are they hinting around monogamy? Do they still appear to be enjoying their freedom as much as you are? Have they remained consistent during check ins? And when I say that, what I mean by check ins is if you feel like there may be some more emotions there that you are not comfortable with, or if you're starting to feel any emotions within yourself that you have not let this person know about or you haven't agreed upon? Are you now feeling something different that you weren't feeling before? Are your emotions consistent? Are you emotionally consistent? Are you consistently feeling like you want more, right? Because you need to take notice of all of these things. Because if you're moving into this territory where you cannot distinguish how you are feeling emotionally, like where you can't say for certain now whether you still want to stay in this FWB situation or you want to move to something more serious. Okay, now you need to start taking note because you may be moving into territory that either you or they are not ready for, right? You may be getting into a space where you don't want to see yourself without this person forever. So if you're moving into that space, if you're saying the I love yous, if there's real energy behind that, I mean, because sometimes in friends with benefits situations, you do end up with the I love you because you feel that energy, right? But is that energy moving toward a space where you are seeing a long-term future with that person? Check in on that. Because if that is the case, you need to communicate like at the on-site, not when you are really feeling it and now you're really sure about it. No, when you start to move there and consistently move there, like consistency is the thing. Like if you're constantly there in your mind week after week, all right, let's have a talk before you're too deep in. So both of you guys are informed about where you are emotionally and you both can make sound decisions about where you want to move going forward or how you want to move going forward. Be honest with yourself about whether your life goals align. So when you are in a friends with benefits situation, it is so easy to feel like, oh my God, this would be great. I don't see a reason for us ending. Like, this is amazing. I'm feeling good. We are having a great time together. We mesh so well. Like, things are so perfect. Well, things are perfect because you're not looking long term with one another. Like, you're not too concerned about him racking on debt. You don't want him to because you're his friend and you're going to give him advice on the matter, but you're not like, hey, you need to stop spending the way that you are because this is not good for our future. You're not having those conversations. So everything's hunky dory. So when you're seeing this person, your FWB, through these rose colored glasses, take a step back and be like, can I actually see myself with this person? Do our life goals align? What is it that he wants, or what is it that she wants? Do they want kids? I want 5 kids. They only talk about they want like 1 or 2 kids, and they're kind of certain about that. I want to be in I want to live in a mansion. Like I want a big house. I want a big house. I want to be making a lot of money. My FWB is kind of cool with, you know, just making it. And not to say that's a bad thing, but they're just cool with just making it. Like they're high off life and they want to just continue with this like great, regular life. They don't want corporate structure. They don't want Be honest, because when you're honest with yourself and you truly start seeing this person through like a long-term lens, you'll be able to point out very quickly whether your long-term goals align, and you can make an appropriate decision on that. You can stop yourself from falling into this like, oh, I love this person. Oh, I want to be in a relationship with this person. Oh, I'm yearning for like something more serious between us. You can stop yourself from getting to that point because you realize long term we are not aligned and we will not work. Like this is fun because we are having fun. But if I had to think about like 20 years down the road with this person, nope. Like I still would like this person. Like he's still going to be a cool person, but this being my partner, probably not, if I'm being 100% honest. So definitely take a moment and think about whether your lifelong goals actually align. And pretty soon you can determine whether they do or don't. I mean, if you've been this person has been your FWB for any period past like 6 months, you'll know the answer to that question. And just be honest with that. And that'll keep your emotions kind of in check. Like, oh yeah, I remember. Not going to work. The next thing is converse with your FWB about any strong emotions that you may be feeling. I touched on this before and I reiterate this so many times in my videos. Converse with that person because you may be feeling something that they are not feeling. And when they let you know, like, hey, I'm still at, where I was when we started, hearing those words from that person, hearing that they are not moving how you're moving, can also help keep your emotions in check. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. We agreed on this and you're still there. So let me just watch what I'm doing here. I was getting comfortable. I was feeling good. I was just getting a little high off this great energy that we're sharing, but you're not there and I don't need to be there. Or I don't really want to be there. It's not even to say like I don't need to be there just because you're not there, but I don't really want to be there either. Like I entered into this for a reason and you entered into this for a reason and you're still there. I think I want to still be there too. Like I'm just feeling good. Like this is just a moment, right? That's the inner dialogue. Once you've shared how you're feeling with this person and they're able to tell you like, I'm not there. That's not where I'm at. I'm still at, where we were. Or if they tell you, you start to tell them like, I think I'm feeling stronger feelings. And then they tell you, well, I've kind of been out here doing me because that is what I thought we were doing here. You can think about that. Like, oh my God, like they're living the free life. What am I doing? Like I'm sitting here trying to lock myself down for what reason? Like that's not even what I wanted when I entered this. That we're what 6 months in and I'm just feeling high off this relationship. I don't really want that. I don't really want monogamy. I want what we're doing. My bad, bro. Like let me get it back together. I was just having a good time. That's it. So having that open dialogue and communicating that to that person and allowing yourself to hear reality, right? Because that's really what it is. Once you get feedback from them, you're allowing yourself to hear the reality of your situation. It'll help you keep your emotions in check. The last thing is remain rational. You guys entered into a friends with benefits situation, so they are not obligated to love you or care for you. I wouldn't even say care for you because they are obligated to care for you to a certain extent. But let's say love you in the way that you love them. They are not obligated to do that. That's not the situation that you guys agreed upon. So be careful, okay? Be careful with that. Be rational and don't think emotionally. A friends with benefits situation is not one that I would say you should let your emotions lead, because emotionally, you guys are connecting, you guys are feeling good, you guys are having a great time. Rationally, being rational with yourself and realizing that you guys are allowing yourself to have a good time. You guys are allowing yourself to spend this amount of time together, allowing yourself to feel this energy because it's something comfortable and something you both want. That's the rational side, right? Remain rational, because if you just think with emotions, well, you can get immersed in those emotions that you're allowing yourselves to feel because you're comfortable. You trust this person, they trust you. Emotions are not going to lead you in the right direction in friends with benefits situations, because emotionally you may be feeling all these feelings, but it doesn't necessarily lead to, or it's not necessarily leading to where your emotions may want to take it. And your rational brain should keep you from going down, or not should keep you from, but you would want it to keep you from going down this emotional rabbit hole, possibly alone. So that's kind of all the things I have to say on how to keep yourself from falling in love. Understand that this person is a great person. That's why you chose them. That's why you chose to spend the amount of time that you're spending with them. That's why you're having a great time. That's why you're enjoying yourself. That's why you're even feeling these feelings in the first place, because they're a great person, right? But you don't have to fall in love with all great people. You have friends that are also great people. You're not falling in love with them. The only difference between your friends and this person is the sex that you're having. So it's sex, right? It's a good time. And the other things that you're doing are great time. They feel good. Both of you are using each other to feel good, to feel safe, and to feel good, right? But that's all it is. And it's not to say that's all it will ever be, but when it does move to that point, you want to make sure that you and that person are moving to that point together, and you're not moving alone. Because if you're moving in that direction alone and you allow yourself to get too far in that space by yourself, you run the risk of really getting hurt. And I don't want to see any of you guys hurt. I really don't. So, if you have any other questions on this, as always, feel free to ask them in the comment section below. Be careful. And I say that not because of where I was, I say that because of where two people who I was involved with, where they got to. And, I don't want to see any of my friends in a very vulnerable space like that alone. Yes, it's just not a good place to be in, or it could not be a good place to be in. And that's all I have. See you guys on the next video.